everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Feyenoord, and I don't really know what to say other than it's actually going quite well. I know, I'm scared too. I mean, we're only in October, it's still obviously early days, but as early days go, it's been pretty decent really. Yes, obviously last time we did see that the start of the season was pretty good until obviously in the actual last episode we did lose. We lost 3-0 to Dynamo Kiev and got dumped out of the Champions League on penalties, but as we said, that was actually quite a good thing because the Europa League is definitely more our level. But the other results were pretty good, and the results since then have been pretty good as well. First of all, we did beat Heerenveen 3-1. Of course, one of the teams that beat us last season, beat us at home last season, kind of derailed our challenge, so that was a good performance and a good vital win there. Europa League group stage first game was a 3-0 win against FC Köln. Great performance. I accidentally clicked the wrong team talk option, told them it was a bad performance, and then they promptly went and drew 0-0 with Vitesse Arnhem. Our only disappointment in the league so far this season, but you know, I guess there are worse things that could have happened. Back that up with a 2-0 win against Willemsvee. Of course, so they beat Ajax 3-0 last time, so that is a great result. And then in the second Europa League match, a 3-0 win against HJK of Finland. Again, good performance, I'd like to see it. And most recently, a very, very solid 1-0 win against PSV Eindhoven, who are having a good start to the season themselves. We rode our luck at times. You can see they had chances. We had more, but they had the same number of shots on target. It was a close match, and to get the win is really positive. So it's been a very good start to the season, and that is, for once, actually backed up by our league position, because when you look at that, yes, it's only 9 games in, but we are currently top of the league, which I think we were sort of briefly last season, but this feels a bit more sort of bit different. We are top only by 1 point over FC Groningen, who are having a good start to the season themselves, but still very nice indeed. Ajax and AZ Alkmaar quite a bit behind, 5 points behind, and then 7 points behind for Alkmaar, although they haven't played in this round of fixtures yet. They're dropping points all over the place. Alkmaar are draw central, they've drawn with SC Camber and FC Volendam, and Ajax as well well, we saw they lost to Willemsvee. They've just drawn with FC20 as well. So with the obvious caveat that it's still very early days, it is still going pretty well. But it's the side in third place that are going to form the focus today. FC Volendam are going to be our first opponents in the episode, but they're going to play Sporting in the Europa League, the third time we played them this season already. But Volendam are having a really good start to the season themselves. They are in third place despite the fact that they weren't promoted last season. In fact, they were actually promoted in 5th place, I think it was. Yes, indeed, promoted in 5th, so the lowest promoted side. Obviously, the way that the Dutch league works, the youth teams play and can't get promoted out of the second division. So AZ and PSV actually won, but they can't get out. Interestingly, our youth team doesn't actually seem to be here, so that's really reassuring, isn't it? But Volendam, they've come up and they've done incredibly well. They haven't actually lost so far this season. We go to the actual results from this season. Yeah, unbeaten so far this season. They've already played AZ Alkmaar, not played Ajax yet, but still very strong start to the season. So this is not going to be easy at all. And I should also say, transfer news. Obviously, the transfer window shut for us early. There was still opportunity for players to have bids for them from elsewhere. There were a few bids. I rejected all of them, apart from one for a man who I was quite happy to get rid of, and that is Patrick Bamford, who will be spending the remains of his career in Saudi Arabia at Al Ahly. They gave us a pretty big check for 11.75 million. It's a massive loss on what the AI paid for him, but what the AI paid for him was a complete waste of money. 2 goals already in Saudi Arabia. You know, he's found his level. He's a good player, but just not for me. So then, here's the team looking pretty good. Ilias is injured, so he's not going to be on the bench, which is a bit unfortunate. Should be okay relatively soon, though. But the rest of them are still walking around, still kicking a ball, which is what we need from them. Specken is going to be in goal. Has had a pretty good start for the season himself. Shimikas, Senesi, Saint-Juste and Kenny is the defence. You can see the ratings. It's all been pretty good so far. Cataldi and Davis with Van Cam. He's not over a 7, but everyone else is. Balde, Traore, Brobby, all doing well. There's no complaints. I have no complaints. We are sometimes leaving it a little bit late to find the goal, but you know, patience, it does pay off. No obvious names in their team sort of leaping out as being amazing, but you know, their record speaks for itself. But I expect nothing but a win. We've just beaten PSV pretty confidently, we need to be doing the same here. Any points dropped here would be an issue with Groningen being with Dalanek, and Ajax and Alkmaar, for all their troubles this season, they're not far away. Well, eventful start to the match, 25 minutes in, nothing at all. We've just had a few shots, but I think their tactic is basically parking the bus, which we do have issues breaking down. Clearly, finally a highlight, nearly 40 minutes in, Cataldi flicks it in, Brobby scored, it's not counting unless it's not an own goal. It's just not going to count, is it? Which I think is a bit harsh because I want it to. I would prefer it to. I mean, what's he not given this for? We're not even going to see. Okay, so it wasn't that important. Traore's very tired already. He's just come back from international duty, and that's half time. Brilliant. I'm not happy with your performance. I want to go and see the goal we didn't get again. Just watch this again. That looked fine to me. Look, no issues there whatsoever. Why is he not giving it? There's a foul in the build-up. What? I didn't see any foul. Did you see a foul? I didn't see a foul. Anyway, let's do better in the second half. They got a free kick, same position, and they've scored. Is that going to count? No, that's a foul. That was a clear foul. Right, they're sitting very, very deep. I've taken Traore off for Dilrosun. Corner in, Senesi doesn't get there. That would have been good if that had gone in. Tom Davis has sort of missed out on the ball, and there's a counter on here for them. They're in behind, and that's definitely offside, right? That is definitely offside. Surely. I'm not going to say that man's name as well, because to me, that feels like an inappropriate word. I'm not sure why that's been allowed as a regen name, if he is a regen, or if it's his real name, then, well, connotations is all I say. Yeah, clear offside, it's not counting, but we're not doing anything at the moment. I suppose as they're in third, it's not a disaster, but we should be winning this one. Brobby's not having a great game, but then the only other option is Djurokovic. It's just one of these sort of absolute nothingy games. We could go for a bit more, but we just seen them on the counter, the potential threat there. I am fearful, given how well they've done it. I think we just probably have to take the point here. What a nothing game. What an absolute nothing game. We've got a free kick later on. Cataldi whips it in. St. Juste, it's not even on target. It's very poor. Why are there always so many highlights in the final few seconds of a game? It literally is constant. It's very infuriating, especially if we end up conceding. But there's 30 seconds to go. We've got a throw. Please don't give the ball away, because I feel we're certain to concede if we give the ball away. We've given the ball away. St. Juste gets there, and I don't know what this is going to end up as. I think the time is over for a counter, hopefully. Maybe. We might get a goal. Maybe. What are we doing? What are we doing? Just giving it away. Right, can we just blow the whistle now so we at least don't lose? Right, there we go. Awful performance from all concerned, including them. What a rubbish game. I'm not going to make them come into training, but I'm not happy in any way, shape or form. Brobby was awful. I'm sorry you are to witness that. What a write-off. But I guess given how well they've done, we can't be too disappointed, I suppose. It does mean if Groningen win, they go top of the league again, which is obviously very annoying. Okay, well, we get a bit of luck as Groningen lose to Utrecht. Alkmaar drop points as well, drawing to Vitesse. So we've actually extended our lead to 2 points. So, yay. That's good. Hopefully there's going to be a bit more excitement from the game against Sporting, though. That would be... There's a lot of goals in the Champions League qualification matches against them. So hopefully that will carry forward into this. We're going to go with a full strength side again because they didn't really do anything in the previous game, so they can't be too tired. And they're probably the toughest opponent in the group. So if we win this, that'll be 3 out of 3, which would give us a sort of commanding position in the group stage. Decent players for Sporting, not least Hakan Evgen on the right hand side. This is what could be a bit difficult, but I'm not going to say. The suggestion was we're the underdogs. We're not the underdogs. How can we be called the underdogs? We beat them home and away in the Champions League qualification round, so therefore we are clearly better than them, so we can do it again. Or that's what I was hoping for. No highlights again. Why are we being so boring today? It's nearly half time. Nothing. Did I not set it on highlights or something? The XG would indicate there's been all kinds of action, but we haven't seen anything. Nothing. What are we doing? I don't really want to particularly go for it because the draw is actually quite good for us, but you've seen there's no action at all. Finally, something is happening. Even if we concede, I don't mind too much. We're countering. Brian Brobby's on it. We're very, very deep, and he's just been run off the ball by Evander. So this is actually, it's a fake highlight. It's actually a highlight for them. Evgen finds Pedro in space, and it's a decent effort, but Speckham with a good save. Finally, some actual action though. We can actually, something is actually happening. We can actually commentate on it. They've got a corner. We're countering again. I can only assume this is just going to be a fake highlight, or is Braff actually going to score? He runs all the way through, and it's a block in the end. Good. I mean, that was exciting though. Now we've got a corner. Just 3 highlights in the space of a minute. You love to see it. Amazing. Cataldi in. Once again, Senesi is utterly incompetent at heading a ball. Nothing else happened though. Nothing at all. And, well, yeah, great. Good. I mean, it is actually a good result for us as far as we're concerned, I suppose. Getting a draw away at Sporting. 7 points kind of cements our lead in the group for the... Well, I say that. I mean, Cole are only 3 points behind. It's not that good. But it's okay. It is okay. So, yeah, just not very interesting though. I mean, we've got SC Canberra in a few days' time. I think we're just going to play that game as well, because 2 0-0 draws is not really prime YouTube content, really, is it? No one's clicking subscribe for that, are they? Well, Groningen have won their next match. Alkmaar have won their next match as well, which means we're down to second, so we better win this one. Well, here we are. It's an unexpected triple game special, although there has been absolutely nothing special about it so far. But one change to the team for this one. Braff comes in for Balde, who has been quite poor. Ilias is back on the bench as well. We could drop Van Cam, perhaps. I'm going to leave him in for now. I mean, we should win this game, but then, you know, I said that about the previous 2 games, and we didn't win either of them. So, yeah, not too optimistic, but, you know, can we score a goal and also not concede any goals? I'll take a 1-0. A boring 1-0 is fine, but a boring 0-0 is not fine. Right, it's a highlight. It's before 15 minutes. There's actually a highlight. That's unexpected development. St. Juste wins the ball back. Traore looking for a quick turn and run. He's stretching the defence. We've got options in the box. If he can find them, pulls it back to Tom Davis, goes back to Kenny, flicks it in. It's not really a very good ball, but at least we retain possession, and the highlight's not immediately ended. Braff into the side, Cataldi out to Shimikas, spreading the play. Cross comes in from Shimikas, does it? I mean, he was tackled. Van Cam got it in there. I mean, what really was that? It's still going. This is the longest highlight of the day so far. Brobby, edge of the area. Davis, Braff with the strike. Braff scores. That was a very confusing previous sort of moment of play though. Shimikas was surely fouled, but nothing happened. I don't know whether it was an advantage. I don't know. I don't really care, because it has resulted with a rare occurrence. The first of the day, a goal, and it's the man back into the side who's made the difference. Corner, can we get 2 goals? Senesi, look at that, he nearly scored. He's trying. When you consider how good Julian was from corners, Senesi is absolutely woeful. Oh, now there could be an equaliser for them. It's close. It's far too close for my liking. Well, I mean, we've scored. It's 1-0, which so far is fine. It's better than either of the other 2 games today, but I would prefer it if we could go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and just sort of, you know, make it nice and safe. This is not safe. It's a highlight for them. Again, this has goal written all over it. We're looking quite well set defensively, but then they just do that. I mean, it's a great hit from him. You have to say it is. It's a phenomenal goal, and all our hard work is undone in an instant. I mean, the press on him is non-existent. No one gets near him at all. I mean, he's given loads of time to strike, but you can't really legislate against that. Back to square one, and we need to win the game. It's sloppy. We've been good so far this season, really good. We've got a corner. Cataldi, I'm not optimistic. I mean, what was that? What was that? He tries again. This time, Senesi scores. This is like, 11 games in? That's his first of the season. Julian would have about 10 by now. Finally, we've actually got a breakthrough though. From a corner. It's a very rare occurrence. The lead is restored. Please keep it this time. Senesi venturing forwards once more. Davis looking for Traore. It's a good position. It's a good challenge. I mean, how is that a foul? That was a great challenge. Not that I'm saying I don't want a penalty, but the referees in Holland make no sense. He's not given a penalty, so that was a waste of our time. Could have had an advantage, but no. Cataldi looking to swing one in to find anyone. He's found Traoré. The goalkeeper made a mess of it, and Bertrand Traoré got his foot on the ball. It's 3-1. That is a lot more comfortable now. It's not been a great day, really, has it? But that was, I mean, I don't know what the goalkeeper thought he was doing there. Shocking from him, but 3-1. That's more like it. Free kick from the other side from Cataldi. Can we make it 4? It's been cleared away by Dinks. Great name for a footballer there, but the chance is still alive. Simons flicks it up towards Braff. Good control from him. He was trying to dink it, but it was blocked. Still a few minutes left to hopefully add a fourth and not sort of make it any less easy for ourselves than it is feeling at the moment. Why can't it just be easy? Why can't anything just be easy? Nothing is easy in this game. It really gets on my nerves. But we're sort of toying with them a bit now. At least I hope we are. Hopefully this is 4 and not a counter and they scored two late goals. Pulled it back to Balde off the bench. Is not even on target. But it was a relatively good move. But I think that's going to be that. And there we go. 3-1. We've won. That, I mean, when you look at the XG, the amount of shots, it didn't feel that easy. It did not feel that easy at all. But it is 3 points for the first time today. It's goals for the first time today. And we end the unexpected triple game special, top of the league, 2 points clear of Groningen. We've extended our lead. It could have been more, should have been more, but at least it's something. Ajax have managed to beat Volendam. They've lost for the first time this season. It's a shame that wasn't us. Ajax are now up to 3rd, which is feeling a touch ominous, perhaps. But hey, we're where we need to be. We're doing what we need to do, and that is the most important thing. So there we go then. That is going to be that for today. Next time we will return with, I mean, I'm not sure. There's some sort of awkwardly placed games. I mean, potentially the final or penultimate Europa League matches. I mean, we could come back with Köln and Ajax. If it's not Köln and Ajax, it will be Sparta and HJK. I think the Ajax game could prove quite crucial. And of course, we've got the Groningen game as well. That could be pretty important. So it's a run of potentially crucial fixtures in this early stage of the season. So I'm not quite sure what it will be. Something around there. So I'm going to aim for the Ajax game and we'll see sort of how far we get. But anyway, that is going to be that for today. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. And I will see you next time for more games. Hopefully with a bit more action than we had at the start of proceedings today. And hopefully we won't have imploded and we'll still be top of the league.